E aí, meu querido e aí, minha querida, muito boa noite para vocês que estão aqui para prestigiar mais um podcast Exchange Pass, que é focado na sua transformação. Para você que é novo aqui, tá perdido, gostou do assunto e simplesmente entrou nesse vídeo, sobre o que fala esse podcast? Aqui eu trago alunos que aprenderam inglês comigo, também recrutadores, psicólogos, qualquer pessoa que possa ajudar você na sua transformação por meio do inglês. Se você já vem me acompanhando há um bom tempo, lembre-se de uma coisa, carnaval já passou, né? O ano já começou, vamos aprender inglês, pô. Deixei aqui para vocês uma super promoção do meu curso por tempo limitado, já dá uma olhadinha lá. E para você que me conhece há pouco tempo, tem podcast aqui toda semana, tem aula no YouTube, então já dá uma acompanhada aqui também para você conhecer melhor o meu trabalho. E antes de apresentar os convidados, eu gostaria de apresentar para vocês uma pessoa muito importante nesse projeto, nessa estrada que eu estou aqui do inglês que a vida me deu, o meu querido amigo e agora também host do podcast, Carlos. Carlos estará aqui comigo várias vezes. Ele não sabia do anúncio, foi meio aquele pedido de casamento que a pessoa não esperava e falou sim porque tava muita gente assistindo, entendeu? Então é meio que uma estratégia. Mas agora, para nós começarmos, o episódio de hoje vai ser diferente. Por quê? Porque hoje nós vamos falar sobre o inglês que dá match. Como assim o inglês que dá match? Pois é, ele é brasileiro, ela é da Suíça. E eles se conheceram e hoje são um casal. Então, muito boa noite, Lilian e Marcelo. Como vocês estão? How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Doing all right?
I'm doing fine, yeah, and thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, no
today.
problem. So tell me, how did you guys met?
Also, should I say?
Yeah,
So,
talk.
it's pretty kind of funny. I could never imagine, but I was in Facebook, exact Facebook, and everybody think I lie when I say that. But I did click for see who did like the photo. I remember it was something about a rock band.
Mm-hmm.
And she was there. It was a funny photo. I say, I will send an invitation. I often never do that. And I did send, and after a week, she accepted the friendship invitation on Facebook, and then we did start to talk.
Okay, it was in 2019, 2018, the year.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I think
18, I think, more or less.
17,
18.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So it's been like 7 years.
7, 8 years, yeah.
More or
Caramba,
less.
gente, ó, se conheceram no Facebook na época. Ah, you liked his photo.
No, he might.
He
Also,
liked.
no, it's
Got
it's
it.
an external photo. I did like something and he did see that I did like.
Oh, got it. Really
Yeah.
good. Cool.
And then we start to talk. I cannot remember barely what was exactly, but then it's happened what happened.
Okay.
And
But you guys started talking in English.
English, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All English.
Oh,
And
good.
I remember I asked her, it's okay, just English, because I know Switzerland, I guess. You have your French, your German, your Romansh, another native language. And yeah, but,
Yeah.
Good. Viram só, pessoal, ó. Eles conheceram no Facebook e falaram inglês pra se conhecer. Apesar que, Lilian, you speak 3 languages, like French, German,
Italian and
Ita-
English.
Italian
Yes.
and English.
And learning Portuguese now.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. All right. And how long have you been here in Brazil?
In the beginning, I just did come like when I did not want to work or had vacations, like I don't know, was mostly like 2 weeks or over the Christmas, sometimes 3-4 weeks, and then he did come sometimes to Switzerland. So we just did change the destination.
yeah, today we are together. We got married, but it still feels a bit like in the beginning because we are a bit here, a bit there in
A bit
Switzerland. So it's still the same, just officially married.
Okay. A question for you both. Which country you guys like the most? Brazil or Switzerland?
Obviously, Switzerland.
Hard
yeah.
question.
And
Hard.
for me, 100% Switzerland.
Oh.
100.
Yeah.
Oh. How about you?
Also for me, so we are like 6 months here, 6 months there, and I'm all like sure I miss my family when we are here. But for me, if I'm in Brazil, in the mindset, I'm in Brazil. If I'm in Switzerland, I'm in Switzerland. So for me, it's like
Half.
Yeah, really. I don't think so much about Switzerland if I'm here, not so much about Brazil. So
Okay.
and like with WhatsApp and everything, and yeah. works well.
Okay. Anything else you want to include?
If you would decide which of both countries you would live forever, which one would you decide?
None, I think.
No.
No, at least at the moment I like I love Switzerland, but when I was the last time here, I think okay, I could easily live there the rest of my life, but would be a bit boring. So
Yeah.
I try to go to different places in general. My biggest dream is then one time to go to Scandinavia more.
But like,
to
you think your country is a little bit boring sometimes? Is it?
not boring as a country, but just see the whole life the same country.
Oh, this
like,
whole life,
yeah,
like you like to be in a different place, like seeing
yeah,
different
see
things, different cultures.
Yeah, before
Got
I
it.
did not think, but I think if I have the chance to travel and I only work like remote, so then why always sit in the same place?
I feel the same. I feel the same. Like, why you live just in one country if you can live part of your life in different countries?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, we always talk about and we have plans to move to another country. We are thinking Canada, Scandinavia, where comes a bit better opportunity because immigrate is always hard.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Documentations and
Yeah.
you need to go in the base or you have to go to the notary from your country, from another country. So much paperwork. It's always really hard and expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of money. So it's a long process. And we will actually say we work online, so we want to experience the new things, how we are able to deal better with the time, so we can be a bit here, a bit there. So we are planning, let's say, adventure,
Yeah.
life, yeah. So.
Yeah, and for me, it's like you don't need always like to immigrate in another countries. I mean, like Brazil has like a digital nomad visa too for a year. That you have other parts too, and so for me, don't need to stay the rest of your life there. Just go there and look if it fits. But you can go around this paperwork if you just take. So I have a friend from Switzerland. He had a digital visa here for 1 year. And I think like in Malta you have too, so it's like possible without always
And
immigrate.
do you have the Switzerland passport, the Euro passport?
I have the residence.
Yeah.
The residence.
The res- yeah.
So for you guys, it's a bit easier to move in Europe, right?
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Switzerland is not in the, how can I say, EU, but it's a Schengen space.
Like-
Yeah,
yeah.
Schengen space, because you are not in the Eurozone,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, genau.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I got it.
even with that, it's pretty easy for you go one culture another with documents. You don't
Yeah.
have so much stress, so it's okay.
Have you guys been in somewhere in Europe, on other countries?
Yeah, German, Italy,
Yeah.
France, and
Yeah.
we have plans to much more things. Yeah.
Okay, so other 3 countries, right? And for
Exactly.
it's much easier because, for example, sometimes I take 2 hours to get home. I live in Guarulhos. It's a bit far from here. I take 2 hours or 2 hours and a half to get there, depending on the bus. And like in 2 hours, you guys getting another country.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So
It's like my mother lives on the border between Switzerland and Germany, so we did
Yeah.
walk in 10 minutes from
exactly.
Switzerland to Germany.
Yeah, getting from a country to another is easy there. Like
it's-
Yeah.
You
it's amazing.
you can walk 5 minutes and say like, "Hello, mother."
The immigration is so much easier in Europe, right? You can go to another country like by train, by bus, and
Yeah.
there's no immigration, no one to check your passport.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's make much easier you traveling
Absolutely.
around.
I think he also gets automatically then the visa for the whole Schengen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it's and there is
It's optimal. It's so much better with everything, and for me also what I like it's how you are fast, but also of you can see another things is like 5 minutes away, Switzerland to Germany, but it's a different culture,
That's
different
true, yeah.
people. So even if you wanna go Swiss people in Kreuzlingen.
yeah.
In the Canton Thurgau, the state there, go to shop and drink a coffee in Constance in Germany because it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Man.
So and
Like-
it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
Now I think I understand you because you said why will I live in a country if I can like enjoy many others. Like living here in Brazil, I think, oh my goodness, if I take a bus to Rio, it takes 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's hella long. And like to move to Buenos Aires or Argentina or to Chile, they are not big, but they're not like small countries.
Yeah.
And I feel like, oh, I'm kind of tired and lazy to move that long. But in Europe, it's much easier.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if I was there, I would be like, well, yeah, I'll always spend like 3 or 4 months in Italy.
Yeah, sure. Mhm.
Is it normal, like when you finish school, like when you are 18, you move overseas for 1 year holidays?
Like a external year or go travel or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, because I've heard like in Europe, some part of that, like you finish high school,
Yeah.
you are 18, you get a year off before the college, and then you can traveling around the country.
Yeah,
Is that
many
common?
people do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Also in whole Europe, I would say. Like
You
Volker.
see that? In Brazil, you can't do that.
It's like
Yeah,
a
at
bench
all. At all. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but it's like even for like the younger people with less money, you can do like interrail, I think.
The real,
Oh,
Like you
yes.
can do almost all way to Europe with the train. And it's if you are 18, 19, 20, it's not expensive. And in this age, it's easy because you say, yeah, you just go. And yeah, so that's interrail, I think.
Yeah,
It's,
and,
yeah, yeah.
It's, the trains in Europe, it's like airports in here. Because I went to the Switzerland train station, and it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Like I lost myself in there. Like I felt
too.
like I was in the airport.
Yeah.
Even like if you go into the Congonhas airport, it's not big as the train station.
not at all.
No, yes, huge.
But
there.
even Guarulhos, because Guarulhos airport is bigger than Congonhas.
Really?
Yeah, it is. Much bigger.
Guarulhos airport, there is 3 terminals.
No, like, wait. You said Congonhas airport, right?
Yes.
So Congonhas airport, but like, is not as big as the one in...
Train station. This
Yeah.
train station, Switzerland.
But like, Guarulhos airport is bigger than Congonhas.
Yes.
That's my... Okay, so I think there was a misunderstanding here, but we were about to say the same thing. Okay, got it. All right, I was
the
like,
English, that's
wait. I will stop here for a minute. Queria aqui agradecer quem está aqui comigo ao vivo. Doroteia Aparecida Messias, mais conhecida como minha mãe. Obrigado, meu amor, por assistir um episódio totalmente em inglês. Temos aqui também a queridíssima mãe do Carlos. Manda um beijinho pra mamãe.
Beijo, mamãe.
Rosana Aparecida, muito obrigado. Aqui, ó, Carlos Lindo, já estamos aqui. Uma flor, sua mãe. Temos aqui também Jussara Albino.
Digníssima esposa.
É isso aí. Renata Aparecida, temos aqui o Marcinho GM. Não o conheço, mas é o seu tio? Obrigado aí, tio do Carlos.
Bravo.
Dário Linguite, meu padrasto, também está aqui. Ana Luísa Barreto, muito obrigado pela audiência.
Obrigada.
Show de bola. Ok. Backing up. So I just lost myself. Oh, right. So what do you do for a living?
You can start.
Okay, yeah, so we built up a company when back to Brazil,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a bit kind of new companies, online management, and she has more contact with the public because we offer the services to German clients, Switzerland, Austrian, and she work more with the administration, event management,
Oh.
public relations, and me, I'm more behind the box with
Okay.
the design, programmation.
In the backstage or in the backstage.
Exactly, I am the real star. Yeah, so.
Oh, got it. So, and this service is only Switzerland, or you make this service to any other country nearby?
So German language,
Yeah,
so
almost.
Austrian,
Austria.
Switzerland, and German, and maybe Liechtenstein,
Mhm.
and but we have plans now with the English.
Oh, to
and
expand.
Exactly, and maybe in the future with the Portuguese.
Oh,
But how is just me
The-
and her right now is a bit complicated to deal with so much people and
okay,
with the
okay, got
public.
it. Gabriel, please put the website on the screen, please. Oh, this is your website, right?
Exactly, Kaplan's,
Oh.
yeah, it's all in German. So for German people in Brazil, if you need some supporter with a back off.
Like it.
As a capybara, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
good. And it's the whole site is in German, and the things you do is only in German right
In
now.
German,
You are
exactly.
adapting to English and maybe in the future to Portuguese.
Exactly. I have a plan for the next 6 months releasing in English. We are still managing to put our tools with walk with English because now it's all with German. But soon we'll come up to English and we have a lot more to
Okay.
offer.
Good. So, but don't you guys have a big structure, right, to expand your business right now?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, no, like we did start more or less like 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
And I was then mainly had a lot of energy in adapting, and I had like 1-2 clients that I get already when I still was in Switzerland. And yeah, now it's so going forward, but until now mostly because I had one client, the clientele to another one, and it's like what I like the most, so like network, and then the clients come. And yeah, that my first clients were all in Germany, Switzerland. Sure, they talk with each other, so everyone is coming from there. And yeah, and for me it's sure a lot more easy to talk to them and to ask what they want, and genau.
Okay, got
And yeah, I did see I had more like these artist management things, and then they did ask, can you do also Instagram and insights and all this? And I think, okay, I could do, but no. And then yeah, he likes to do that, and so yeah, now we can offer like a more big package, and yeah, for them I think it's good too, so it's all in one hand.
Got it.
So, yeah.
So one thing, let's pretend that our company, okay, our English company wants your service. What could you do for us?
So we can do the services from the administration until the final touch, like through the product in the market, which offer to another people, build the website, do data bank for your data, your clients, email, and everything there.
Oh.
You can do your design, your market.
It's pretty much a digital marketing
Agency.
agency.
Exactly, yeah.
Nice.
I think the difference we like to say, yeah, we are just chilling. Is why you have this connection like with the capybara. Because a capybara really don't care about anything. So we say, you must do not worry about anything. Let me and her we do your
We
job, and exactly. That's all.
There is big
I like
difference
it.
between time zones here and there.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
between 4 or 5 hours.
She always need to wake up at 2-3 in the clock every week for a
Ooh.
few
Yeah.
meetings. Yeah.
I have a call like every Tuesday, and
So-
there is 10, and here is 6, so I get up at 5 and. sit
But that's
before-
make hard your job, or it's okay for you?
Oh, for her it's more hard because she's not a morning person.
No,
Oh, you're not a morning
definitely
person.
not. But I just can sit here then, and everyone
So-
saying, Lilian is brave there, and I so. But yeah. Also, it's
Got
not
it.
every day, and then it's okay, and yeah.
Então, você que está assistindo e você mora aqui no Brasil, já fique de olho aqui nessa companhia, hein? Nessa empresa, porque presta serviços de marketing, de e-mail, de administração da empresa, faz website, ainda não está disponível em português, mas quem sabe no futuro, hein? Já fique esperto aí, você que tem um projeto. E aqui, ó, pra vocês, seu irmão, o Pedro aqui, ó, Pedrão aqui, lindão, hein? Eu acho que é pra
Grande
você.
abraço,
E
meu irmão.
Renan, ó, Renan Rocha, seu irmão também, vendo direto de Buenos Aires, meu brother e my sister-in-law. Ó,
Abraços, irmão.
temos aí gente nos assistindo fora do país. Volta pro logo, please. Thank you so much, man. You rock. Okay, backing up again. So you told me you have visited 3 different countries in Europe so far, right? 3?
Also
She
together,
more
yeah,
than
yeah.
me, yeah.
All right. Which one you liked the most?
Denmark I did like a lot.
And
It's,
why?
I don't know. It's like it's so open. You have a lot of space, a lot of bicycles.
Mhm.
Beautiful. You can go up to Skagen, and I like where the two seas come
Yeah.
together there. Yeah.
And what about Brazil? Have you been in another state?
I was for 2 seconds in Minas Gerais. For like we were to Águas de Lindóia.
Oh yes.
And there had like a tourist train, and with this we did stop.
I think
like
Monte Verde, Minas.
there was
It's like a farm.
2 minutes was I in Minas Gerais.
And then Bahia.
In Bahia.
In Bahia.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I wanted to ask you about. You know what I'm about to ask. So your husband told me you have tried caipirinha.
Yeah, the
Like-
local one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell the whole story. I want you to tell me what you feel comfortable to share with us here about your experience.
Yeah, I did only drink caipirinha in Sao Paulo. Yeah, and I think it was like more tourist place, I guess. And then I had she was from Switzerland too, and she's in Bahia, and she did ask, you wanna come visit us? And then we did go like half working, half doing some trips, whatever. And then one time we did go to a bar, and I did see it was a local bar.
Local bar.
Okay, yeah. Also not this typical tourist bar, because they did drink before and was okay. And then there was like the guy, the owner of the bar, and he was like an older man, little and sympathetic, and he did bring the caipirinha, and I did really only feel the cachaça and not more. Only a little bit more, and then one after another, and then in the end it was enough. And
Got it.
while I was drinking, I think, okay, that is another level, but I think, vacations.
Yeah.
And but it did hit hard.
Like I remember I tried one caipirinha at his house, at your dad's house. Yeah, do you remember?
I
It
think
was your birthday.
my birthday party,
Yes,
yeah.
it was your birthday party. I used to have English classes with Renan, and I was going there, and when I arrived, like, he was throwing a party, and he told me, well, I didn't tell you before because I thought you wouldn't come. Yeah. So, like, there were people from all around the world.
Yeah, France, Germany.
Yeah, a guy from Tangamandapio, do you remember?
Exactly, Tangamandapio.
Gente, foi a festa mais aleatória. Eu vou trazer, eu não me preparei. Eu faço as coisas muito no improviso até aqui. Eu não me preparei, porque senão eu ia trazer foto pra vocês, que eu tenho lá no meu Drive, no meu Google Fotos. Um cara morava em Tangamandapio, tava na casa dele. A gente tava bebendo caipirinha, a gente já animadão. E aí, de repente, ele fala que ele é de Tangamandapio. A gente, não é possível. Da terra do Jaiminho. Não, mostra aí, mostra sua identidade aí. Mano, a gente tirou foto. Ele tapou o número, né, lá dele, de segurança. Pá, e a gente tirou foto, mano.
A prova do
Jaiminho.
It was amazing.
That was crazy. What a party.
Yeah, what a party, man.
And like 20 person sleeping in the house. That was crazy.
I regret because I left really early that day.
That was a nice.
All these people were in Brazil, like all your friends, like from they live in Brazil, or they come for your party or for some occasion.
So my brother Renan, he was in a program of NGO. I don't remember the name of NGO. So you could give like a bed or a room for someone from another culture, come like
I've heard about this.
I don't know how to say that exactly, but like if you go to another culture and you can sleep in the house of someone. And in our house, I think was someone from USA, and then it was my birthday party, and did fit to invite much people because everybody was new friends of everybody, and it was what happened. Did come people from Morocco, from USA, France, Germany, and the communities of the party, and but it was all because of the people was coming to do a, how can I say, exchange in Brazil.
Yeah, I think it's exchange home or exchange house, something like that.
I think exactly.
Yes.
I know in Itaquera, few people did go there to teach the children how to speak English, help with pedagogy. So they did come, they did get a bed for free, and they could train a bit about the profession, another culture, another word, another experience. So
I didn't know this was common in Brazil
Yeah.
because I know in other countries it's very common to do that.
totally common.
Yeah, and in Brazil I didn't know that.
The name is Isaac. I think.
Isaac.
Yeah, it's an angel. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to receive some people at home, but my mom was like, I don't know these people. I don't know from where they are coming from. I do not feel safe.
They're not going to speak my language.
Yeah. So, talking about like different places and cultures, I want to know one thing.
All right.
But I'll ask you in Portuguese for you, in English for her.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, I think you understand, you just
Maybe.
like do not
Yeah.
speak in português, right? Qual que foi a coisa mais diferente, eu ia falar estranha, né? A coisa mais diferente da cultura da Suíça, que você ficou assim, nossa.
Eu acho que pra mim é um pouco do emocional. Eu acho... Aqui a gente é muito caloroso, muito perto um do outro.
Uhum.
E lá pra mim foi um choque ver o pessoal um pouco distante do outro. Eu falei, pô, cara, ninguém fala um com o outro, não abraça nada. E pra mim esse choque me deixou um pouco desconfortável, porque eu falei, como eu vou fazer amizade? Eu tô num novo país, eu quero me adaptar, quero ter novas amizades.
Uhum.
Como eu vou desenvolver isso? Mas depois com o tempo você vai vendo que é cultural, é normal, tem que
Uhum.
respeitar. Ela me apresentou amigos dela, amigos do irmão dela, de outras pessoas, e aí você vai vendo que é uma coisa normal. E a amizade acaba se tornando mais terna por causa da confiança é maior. Parece que é uma coisa normal, mas pra mim essa parte emocional da pessoa ser mais fria, da nossa visão, eles são um pouco mais frios. Na nossa visão sim, mas pra eles é totalmente normal, porque passa por uma questão, acho que maior de confiança. Eu acho que o povo aqui latino é um pouco mais caloroso, um pouco mais aberto, e o povo europeu realmente é um pouco mais fechado, mas isso não muda nada da confiança. Mas pra mim no começo eu tratei como desconfiança e como pessoas frias, mas pra mim esse foi o choque maior. E também da questão social.
Social?
É.
Como assim?
Na sociedade a diferença de você ver como lá, por exemplo, aqui no Brasil a gente tem uma diferença social gritante. O governo talvez tenta ajudar, mas é difícil chegar essa ajuda. E lá hoje eu vejo a ajuda chegar um pouco mais fácil, a pessoa se acomodando, serviço de comunidade. Então eu acho que a questão emocional e a questão social são as que mais me deixaram ligado em questão a isso.
Got it. How about you?
Exactly the same things, but other way around.
That's
The same, but upside down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
got it. Anyway, before we start, we were talking about like some festivals, some events. Like you mentioned some.
or in Zurich. It's a street festival. I think it's the biggest street festival in the world, right?
Yeah, it's like the street parade. Yeah,
A street
yeah,
parade.
Street
Street
parade.
parade
Yeah,
is the big street festival in
Yeah.
the world.
yeah,
It's huge. It's
It's
a
huge.
techno party, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes a bit similar than the carnival here. You have
Yes.
these.
What is
Yeah.
the name
Exactly.
of the car? The
Yeah,
Trio elétrico.
Oh.
I have no idea. What
Goodness. Like, and I was searching about these things because the carnival was
Yeah.
just happened here.
We call the parade truck.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, because I think it's not quite common there. Porque, pessoal, na hora da gente traduzir algo do português para o inglês, a gente tem que ser fiel ao idioma de destino, não ao de origem, tá? Então, por isso que algumas coisas, principalmente as coisas culturais, elas são difíceis de traduzir. Por exemplo, eu até falei lá no meu Instagram que não existe a expressão pular carnaval no exterior, né? A palavra jump, literalmente pular, né? Ou para alguns skip, que também é pular, mas em um outro sentido ainda. E eles falam celebrate, né? Celebrar o carnaval. Nós vamos pular o carnaval. Então, like street blocks, né? Que seriam os blocos de rua. Mas o trio elétrico, I don't think it's like something common there. So, no clue at all.
Yeah.
Tipo,
But this happens in Zurich.
oh, it does?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does. People fall in the truck.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I will tell you something, but in Switzerland, on the street parade, I saw no fights. I saw no much crazy people. I saw crazy people, no, but not much as like in Brazil. And okay, the structural for the people there, it's huge. It's huge. The whole city is stopped for this. Like in Carnival happens the same, you know. But I saw so much bigger structure for like. So
I do feel the same.
You felt the same, or
Yeah.
so no? You felt like people fighting there on the parade, or they are more okay.
They are more okay. As it's like in general, the fights is like we did watch a video like yesterday, I think, about in the police in Germany, and then was something with fights. And Marcelo did watch it and was totally disappointed because was no real fights for him. So like this is I think that we have less.
Exactly. It's a big difference because here in the carnival we are. Be careful of your pockets, your smartphone.
I want to say
Watch your
about
pocket.
that, but I was like,
Yes, and in Switzerland the people just enjoy it, and not about your smartphone. That no fights, everybody peace, and it's a big difference. But I think it's also another cultural point as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think in Europe I was never stolen. I think, but if I think they stole halt your portemonnaie.
Yeah,
like your thing.
Wallet.
now they
Your
have the pickpockets.
Pickpockets. I remember that video, the Italian woman.
Yeah.
Pickpockets, pickpockets.
Bonita pickpocket. Okay, that's what they have. Like in Brazil, we have people like on biking, Paulista.
Yeah. And
it's a bit like another
yeah.
level.
And in Brazil, if we had an elderly doing this kind of thing, she would be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't know how YouTube accept this kind of word. So, but you guys understand. You guys understand. Oh man, completely like different. I was reading a new. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, talking about Carnival here in Brazil, and each 20, no, not each 20, in 12 minutes, one phone is robbed in Carnival.
Every 12
Each,
minutes.
every 12 minutes, yes. Every 12 minutes. And I was
Don't
like,
go with your phone to the carnival.
yeah,
That's
like
one.
insane. So we
Like
are always like using some things to protect ourselves, and like I don't like it to like
Nah.
go to I don't know, go somewhere and do not feel safe anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
For me it was hard to learn because I was so not used, and he always take care of your pocket and all this, and I said, because I was so not used, and pocket here, phone there, and for me it's like I'm too naive sometimes, but it's really, in the first time, okay, I put my phone in the pocket, I put the pocket here, and so it's really, I think I was an easy target because
but it was for your best.
Yeah.
It's just
But that's something good, because you are in Brazil and you learn how to be like that. You can go anywhere in the world that you're not gonna be scammed.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like, okay, if you, like when I was in Italy, everyone says be aware of the pickpockets. And I was like, okay, what they gonna do? Because like I'm from Brazil, man, they're not gonna do anything. And I was like, we always have this, like when you are with your backpack, put on the front. When you are walking, like when you are on the bus, on the train, don't be with your phone next to the door because someone can pick. And I know that happens in Italy. So, but when I went to 10 countries in Europe. On all 10 countries, I didn't feel like unsafe at all. Because I knew it, like, okay, I don't go to this place because I don't feel safe, you know? Because I am from Brazil, so I understand that it's unsafe places that you shouldn't go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here we know sometimes exactly where you can go and
Very.
relax a bit more, and where you cannot. And I think the difference there, we are already a bit prepared. So you say,
we are
okay,
prepared,
it's
that's the
now in
word.
the pockets, and okay, here we are more safe. She have forgotten a wallet, right, in the train in Zurich.
Yeah.
You forgot your wallet?
And now I was like, was with the bag like here and was on this like these automatic stairs, and then did fall out, and then the man behind me, "Hey, here you did lose your
Yeah.
wallet," and that was often is like this, but it's not always like this. So you can get stolen too.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a paradise and nothing happens. It's just here what at least in the beginning did make me like afraid was it's more connection with violence. Like they stole my my portemonnaie, like a wallet, and it's okay, it's a shit, but but you just cancel the card, new ones, and here is halt more if I see the knives, and this is what getting stolen happens, but the violence is
The
what did
the
get
violence.
me more afraid.
Like if something like this happened here in Brazil, we put this guy like on TV.
Yeah.
Like at night he's on TV like a man just gave back a wallet on the train.
No.
Like he's like
Superhero.
Yeah, superhero.
Should be normal.
It should be normal. But talking about festivals again, like what is the name of the biggest event in Switzerland?
Yeah, I think the street parade.
Street
It's
parade.
just
Yeah,
parade.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was something more, because like you know more about this thing than me. And how about like something related to like Rock in Rio here in Brazil or Lollapalooza? Do you guys have something like that?
You have been Rock in Rio and Rock in Park.
Yeah. Like also this music festival, we have a lot, just not in this extent. I think here you have often. I
Yes.
don't know what is the biggest one here. How many people? 1 million.
I don't know the biggest one here. Like
Coachella? I don't know.
no
but
clue
how
because
many? Also, I don't
I have never been to actually any
Yeah.
of them. Like
Yeah.
Lollapalooza or Rock in Rio or any other. Like there are many others, but I haven't been to.
Also in general, I would say they are a bit more little from the capacity of people.
Yeah.
I think
Like-
Rock in Rio is similar to Rock in Rio.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
It's like
most
in Germany,
100,000
Rock in
people. I don't know.
Wacken.
Wacken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like this metal festival. They come from all of Europe mostly.
And this rock more in Germany
Yeah,
and pop more. Switzerland has a lot of pop festivals.
yeah.
Belgium, Netherlands, and yeah.
Yeah, and it's easier for the people to come. Also because it's all more little, so you can say, okay, I go to a festival in Italy, for example, because from Zurich to Milan, you are in 3 hours with the train.
Yeah.
So it's easier to say you go to another country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you one thing. Could you please say something in German, but not like a word? I want a sentence, even though I'm not able to understand.
In German or Swiss German?
Swiss German.
Yeah.
No, God.
Swiss German.
What I should say,
Anything else? Like, let's pretend that we are continue talking about the things we are talking right now.
about festivals.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, now I need Portuguese, English system.
English, yeah.
Switch.
Switch. Ja, ich habe etwa 3 Jahre für das Greenfield Festival gearbeitet. Ja, mega lustig, aber...
French.
J'ai travaillé 3 années pour la Festival Greenfield.
Italy.
Oh God, ho lavorato 2 anni.
Ragazzo.
Do you understand Swiss German?
I actually understand more Swiss German than Hochdeutsch, the German.
Well, I
Ja,
don't know the difference, but
My goodness.
Because in Switzerland, her brother, he speaks it is a dialect, and it's a bit more heavy dialect if you learn more. It is the classic German.
Mhm.
So for me, how I always listen, Lilian, her mother, the brother, the friends. So I was more connected to the Swiss Germany.
Yeah.
okay.
So exactly.
but like me and my brother, we speak different. Because like my brother speaks more like my mother, me more like my father. Like from the dialect, it's really lustig.
Do you guys sometimes speak in Portuguese, sometimes in English, sometimes in Swiss German?
Yes, we
Yeah.
actually.
You guys
And
do this mix.
I often mix. I do a sentence and has English, German, and Portuguese. Which
Yeah.
word comes most far to my
Yeah.
mind?
Yeah, and sorry, go ahead.
This she say like it yesterday. I did ask her, você quer kuchen? Você quer bolo? Acaba misturando.
Got it. Because I remember I was with them when New Year's Eve. I spent the New Year's Eve at his house, and like I was talking to them, and you guys were speaking in Portuguese and then in English, and then I said I can't understand what she says. Is it English? Oh no, it's not English.
No.
And I was like, my goodness, sometimes she mix English with German, and I got like, what?
That's good. If you forgot the word, like how we say that in English, no, don't worry. Portuguese, no, don't worry.
Exactly.
My English did get a bit different with Switzerland experience because often you say yeah, yes, all right, but now it's this
Yeah, nine.
yeah, nine, and yeah, exactly.
Even Pedro.
And my
did say
brother, yeah. It's that's crazy.
Okay.
I love all these cultural things, because we connect. We connect.
Exactly.
Like, that I love when I'm with different countries, people speaking, and then I get something from that language. I say, oh, that's nice to have it.
Exactly. On time I was in Zurich main station, wait for the train, and someone come to me and say, blah 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 blah. Was German. I did not understand. It was my first year there. And I say like, sorry, I don't speak German, English, and say, could you give me some coins? I say, wow, she asking German and English. I say I should have said just Portuguese.
Good.
In Europe, it's common, like you born and you raised learning like 2-3 different languages, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's common, like from the school.
Yeah, first you learn English, then French.
Oh,
Before
really?
was the opposite, was first French and then English.
Okay. Oh, get a little bit closer to the
Yeah.
to the microphone so you're able to understand you. Vou parar aqui novamente para dizer aqui, ó. Boa noite para o meu pai, Sidney Antônio Xavier. Boa noite, nego. Deus te abençoe sempre. Amém, meu querido. Amém, meu lindo. Marina Santana Barbosa. Oi, tio. Você tá lindo. Nossa.
Da minha sobrinha.
O pessoal fica elogiando sua beleza. Você viu só? Como
Eles
é?
precisam usar óculos.
Ai, que fofinha. Quantos anos tem a Marina?
Ela tem 8 anos.
Ai, que fofa. Ai, lindinha. Alright. Tell me any curiosity of Switzerland, like that nobody knows, but we think we know. Like something that people who are not there think from the country, about the country, I mean.
The every Swiss people is rich.
Yeah.
I thought that. Is that true?
I think in Switzerland, how can I say, it's not the everybody's rich. You just have a good salary, so you can afford. You can go drink a coffee or have a meal at night every week in the restaurant. But it's just Ferraris, Lamborghinis. That's not true. It's just you have your good salary. You can pay your health plan. You can pay your rent. But for me, that's the biggest lie.
But for us in Brazil, have a good salary is like being rich. Yeah. And I was reading a news saying that most of the rich people in the world live in Switzerland. I think over 800,000 people.
They have the richest bank in the world,
Ah,
right?
yeah,
That's what is the name? Swiss.
Yes,
Credit Suisse.
Credit Suisse, yeah.
Credit Suisse. So
But
you can talk a bit.
no, Credit Suisse did crash.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did bankrupt. Yeah, UBS did buy Credit Suisse after a scandal, but actually it's true. Jorge Paulo Lemann, the owner of Burger King, Americanas, he lives in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his background is from somewhere to.
Swiss, yeah, it's
Oh,
Swiss
he's Swiss.
background.
You see, rich.
Rich, but that's the small numbers. Yeah.
Anybody else?
No,
I
thank you.
thank you.
But that's good. When I went to Switzerland, I felt the how would say that? It's not the environment, but I think the landscape is beautiful. Like you drive some hours and you go to the mountains, and then you see snow, and you see so many beautiful lakes, and then you see so much green, and everything is so so look after. You know, like all the grass is beautiful. Like the government look for the people and for the environment there.
Yeah.
I went to a couple of lakes. The water like crystal, like beautiful. We drove 4 hours, and then we were in the mountains, like I don't know how many meters from the sea, and I felt everything beautiful. It is, right?
Yeah. Also that is maybe one part of the richness. like you have a good infrastructure and clean and can go everywhere, public transportation.
Oh,
Yes.
got it.
That maybe you can see as a
I
richness.
think for the tourism is also all well connected. So you have a ski station, you have the bus station. It's
Yes.
also close. You don't need to walk miles away. And
Got it.
I guess also because there's not many people. There's not many people. Like if you compare to like Brazil, like 200 million
Yes,
people.
okay.
So but maybe that's why it's easier to control.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's
sure,
Manage
for
it,
sure, for
manage it.
sure.
Now 9, I guess.
9
8 or
million.
9.
90
Yes.
million. So it's a small
Yeah,
country.
yeah, it's
It's
really.
not small, but half of the Brazil, and
Yeah, we
it's 90 or 9.
9.
Yeah.
Or
Nine.
8
Oh.
or 8.
8 million
8 or-
people.
yeah.
We have like 12 million people in São
São
Paulo,
Paulo.
capital.
Yeah.
And they do
Goodness.
now plans how Switzerland would look with 10 millions.
My goodness. And I remember I have a friend, it's not a friend, but a colleague from my exchange when I went to England. She was from your country. And we made a video call. We used to make video calls talking mainly in the during the pandemic. And she told me, today I'm gonna take you to my favorite place here. I do not remember the name of the city. And when she started the call, I said, it's there? And like she was walking around, she took the train talking to me, and like every place was amazing. And I was like, we arrived? We arrived? We arrived?
Yeah, it's for me. It's a bit similar. When my first time in Switzerland, Europe, it's like I was like a Will Smith coming to Berlin, like everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Man, go ahead.
I was asking, during the pandemic, were you guys in Brazil or Switzerland?
Switzerland.
First, yeah.
Switzerland.
In
Yeah.
Switzerland?
I was working.
I had home office. Home office, like, yeah.
It was alright there?
Yeah, it was a bit shocking. It was complicated because we used to get the bus, go to work, and then one day to another, I'll have change. And did the committees company start to fire the people, and then I was one of the they did choose, and the company of her was event, so event was really hard, no concerts, right? And
Did he talk?
when at this point we did think to open the own business and come to Brazil and stay like half was when, but the pandemic was pretty hard. It was
But we had luck that the government did pay everything. Also the salary. We had nothing to work, but we get paid.
Oh, the government paid everything.
Yeah, also the government for the company and the company for me. Yeah, so in that case I was safe. So I just was sitting at home with my laptop when something did come, I did work. But I know I have my salary, everything is okay. So was really boring, and you could not go to the office anymore. You sit all the time alone at home, and at one point my boss did say, no office anymore, and that was And there he was in Brazil. Yeah.
Oh,
and I
like
was sitting.
you guys were not together.
no.
At this point, not. I
No,
think,
in the beginning I did. I need to organize some documents, and then I did travel during the pandemic. I think I even got a special like a visa in the Swiss embassy, so I could travel. Was a special request, but that was pretty difficult. Because I thought I could go like in March, they just
But
did
you
let
did
it.
not?
No, I did go in, I think, April, like 1 month after, so I was like anxious and
Yeah.
nervous, but
And I needed to move in Corona times. Was
Oh.
like from one house to another. I was.
Goodness.
So you had to come back to Brazil after that.
yeah, I have to.
It's because like on the pandemic, I was in Australia, and if you leave Australia, you couldn't come back. Happened the same?
Oh.
No, I mean most part of the
The countries, yeah. But
Yeah, they have the shutdown.
Yeah.
They shut down the
Mhm.
country.
Yeah.
So if you like an example, like if you leave Swiss, you couldn't come back because you were not citizen.
But I have the residence, so I think is why I could.
Ah.
I'm sure you would have to do the normal tests, COVID test, everything. But because of the residence, I could get in. So.
Yeah, also I think they did say he was in Brazil, but the process was already ongoing, and they was completely shut out. And they did write me, was already everything approved, but they cannot let him in because of Corona. But he will be the first one who can come. And then they did open the border. 2-3 days later, the letter did come, he can come.
Oh,
As I was like,
that's
I
lucky.
think
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
full emotion. Yeah.
Yeah,
As
full
I-
motion. Sure.
I think the complete like shutdown was like 2 months or something.
2 months, yeah, 2 months. I'll close it.
Yeah, and then he was the first one who could come.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I used to work at the airport. So I worked during all the pandemic season. It was hard because like I still work at Go Airlines. We used to have over 130 flights a day. And from one day to another, it was like 13 flights a day. And I remember I was walking around the lobby and feeling really sad, like calling the missing customers, and I almost cried, like, man, what is happening here? And some of my colleagues, they got the thing from the government to stay at home, and the company like had to pay part of your salary, and the other part of your salary the government paid. I didn't. I had to work like all the months.
Oi.
Yeah, but in 2020, like August 2020, everything was like almost getting normal because we were like 100 flights a day. So it was more okay. But I remember I was about to board a flight. I don't remember exactly which part of Brazil I was boarding a flight to, and a woman just came towards me and she said, "Excuse me, there is a man coughing over there." And I said, "Well, he's not coughing right now." But she said, "Well, what are you gonna do?" And I said, "Well, I can get to him and say something, but he's not coughing anymore. So he can lie and say that he was not coughing. Like, what do you want me to do?" And believe me, ma'am, I really hope your trip is necessary, because if it's not, that was your choice. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a hard time.
Yeah, like there was nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Corona was mental. Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
did go back to Brazil with one of the last flights.
Yeah, it was empty.
Yeah, was
I could
completely
lay in the how can I say
On the
whole
3 seats.
exactly.
Yeah.
like just-
Why?
yeah.
In the
And-
row.
Exactly.
The row. Oh,
and
got
we
it.
were thinking like if he would stay, and we did go to the airport then, to the Swiss, and they did say no fly. We don't know how many days we still will fly. And he needed to go back to take the paper, so we thought it's better he
Yeah.
goes back. But it was like 2 days later, nothing did fly anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you come back, did you pay for the flight or was the government paid to you?
I did have a how can I say the Schweiz a special ticket offer. So like
you
I
didn't pay.
no I always could change without any
Yeah, flex.
exactly. And I think during Corona times, many companies did let this option. So who did buy a ticket before pandemic could change without any problem. That I was pretty
amazing.
lucky. The only thing I did pay was for the Corona test, and
Yeah.
that was
The
yeah, that was,
In Switzerland was for free, Corona test, or you guys had to pay?
The health insurance did pay. As now as I want. Yeah, I think the health insurance.
Was, yeah.
Yeah.
Got
that
it.
was crazy. Yeah. Corona was really mental, but I think. But if it was not also Corona, maybe I could have not think and Lilian think of building up a company together, try new adventures, because I say, oh, we can travel, we can do more things. You know, we speak English, we can go to another countries, and
Yeah.
let's show our work and do that. And like I say, English was really special and really important in our journey
Yeah.
until here with clients, with our work. Me with IT, I need to know English.
Yeah.
She for work with few systems, software, she need to know also. So it's all part of from everything.
Yeah.
I always say like English is not like something important to have. You must.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, you
must
must.
have.
It's not
Yeah.
something like, oh, maybe no. You have to.
You have.
You have to do it. You
Yeah.
have to
Exactly.
learn.
And another interesting thing about Switzerland that I was searching is about like in the frontier, like you have bomb, right? You have many of them. Is it right?
Yeah, the bombs for the bridges.
Yeah, in the breeds, like if a war starts, you can
yeah.
like close your country.
Is that
and we
true?
go all in the mountains.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
everyone goes in the mountains and the rest we explode.
Yeah. Pessoal, meu,
That's crazy.
é um país civilizado, pacífico, mas é o seguinte,
Yeah.
na frontier, né, na fronteira ali, eles têm bombas nas pontes, então se tiver alguma guerra e alguém tentar invadir eles simplesmente, tipo, explodem as bombas e eles se fecham e you guys have a banker, like,
Yeah.
to, and this banker feeds all the citizens, right?
Yeah, I think 120%.
Yeah, tipo,
We
eles têm-
all sit them down in the. But my mother did say she would prefer to die up than to sit with these people in the bunker.
Então, olha só que legal, eles têm um bunker que cabe mais do que 100% da população deles. Cabe 115% da população. Pô, aí você fica até mais seguro num país desse. Né? You feel like, and how about the natural gas? Like the problem with Russia, how was it? For you?
Switzerland was okay, more or less, because we have a lot of water. Like a lot of lakes and all this.
Uhum.
And yeah, also Germany was more strict because they had all of Russia, they had really problems.
Yeah.
Uhum.
Switzerland was more or less okay.
Switzerland was fine. I think after the problem with Russian, I think Germany started to buy from Norway.
Yeah.
But Switzerland, they have already good, how can I say, like a reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reserve.
Mhm.
They was already more safe.
And we were not so dependent on Russia. Like German take all from Russia.
Yeah.
Switzerland not. So it was easier.
Switzerland is very prepared. for
Yeah,
was
everything.
prepared, yeah.
For
that's true.
everything.
Yeah, it's
We
very
are
prepared for
almost
everything.
prepared for everything. It's
Yeah, because
boring, but
when I think about moving out to another country, I always think about like security.
yeah.
Yes.
Like imagining all the things that are happening in the world right now, like all the wars, I get like, I need to go to a safe place to be at. It's the
Yeah.
most important thing.
But, yeah.
And before we finish, antes de nós finalizarmos, do you guys want to say something to the audience? Vocês querem dizer algo para a audiência? Even to like encourage people to learn English, inclusive para encorajar as pessoas a aprenderem inglês?
You want to start first?
Now you can start.
So first I want to say I'm so grateful to be here today. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be with you guys. And people, you must learn English. You need to learn English. For me, English is essential in my life. I sleep with English. I wake up with English. I eat with English. Everything is everywhere in my life. And in my profession, in my relationship, I think if it was not English, I could have not asked her to marry me. So, and it's that it's really important. Today, it's not how can I say luxuous. It's necessary. Today is necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation.
Sure.
And I think, English is like somehow we did all choose that English is the language that most connects. So often until we talk another language, is English that connects us all the most. Maybe you could have another language, but it's English. So even for connect with other people, understand them, English is necessary and beautiful too, like to connect.
Sure.
Yeah.
E, bem, pessoal, se vocês querem entender o que eles falaram aqui, o que a gente falou aqui no podcast, vocês têm que falar inglês. Como também, se vocês quiserem ir para algum outro país, ter alguma outra oportunidade, né, de crescer na vida, ou inclusive se vocês querem continuar aqui no Brasil, né, porque apenas 1% da população é fluente em inglês. Então, não aprender inglês é deixar dinheiro em cima da mesa. Meu querido amigo, sócio, parceiro, host, Carlos, tem alguma coisa que você gostaria de acrescentar antes de finalizarmos?
Cara, continuando a importância do inglês, olha aí, ó, ele mora no Brasil, trabalha na Suíça e o inglês se faz necessário. Então, para dinheiro, experiência, o inglês tá aí, cara.
É realmente necessário.
Exatamente. E, aliás, eu queria agradecer muito você por estar aqui, muito vocês, tá? Muito obrigado por ter vindo. Vocês agregaram muito, não só na nossa vida, como também na vida dos alunos, como na vida das pessoas que não são meus alunos, mas estão aqui, né, para aprender, para tirar algo positivo de toda a conversa, né? E aqui, ó, mais dois comentários da Renata Aparecida, ó. Eita, sobrinho lindo. Eu e o Davi estamos assistindo, muito bom.
Beijo, tia.
Cíntia Caroline, estamos assistindo sem mesmo entender. Te amamos, Carlos.
Beijo, Cíntia.
E a Jussara novamente aqui, ó, estiloso e bilíngue. Sabe o que eu vou fazer? Eu vou colocar uma foto sua aqui, ó. Eu tô pensando assim, colocar aqui em cima, colocar aqui embaixo, ou até colocar várias, colocar o seu rosto aqui, porque, nossa, você é celebridade aqui, meu querido.
Vai cair o YouTube vai cair esse vídeo.
Então, muitíssimo obrigado. Obrigado pra você que está assistindo até o momento. Novamente, na verdade, deixa eu falar uma coisa antes. Deixa o like aí pra gente, por favor, que o episódio de hoje foi muito bom. Então, se você chegou até aqui, é porque você assistiu o episódio inteiro. Não tem motivo pra você não sentar o dedo no like. Segundo, se você quiser aprender inglês, novamente aqui no link da descrição está o meu site, tá? O nosso site do curso Exchange Pass para você alavancar no inglês, parar de adiar esse plano, tudo bem? Nós voltamos aqui todas as quintas-feiras, às 6 horas da tarde, sempre com algum convidado que vai ajudar vocês a desenvolver algo, tudo bem? Então, muito obrigado pela audiência de hoje, um beijo e tchau!